everyone, it's your girl Bashle. Um, I'm back again with day 2 of the shadow work. The challenge it's a challenge actually. It's not a program, but you choose what you want to say it is. It is 7 days shadow work challenge for healing. It's a challenge for healing. So yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense because it is healing me from the stuff that have happened in my past life, the things that I've been shadowing, the things that have been covered, the things that I have put at the back of my mind, but they live deep in my subconscious and they actually come out as an adult. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna tell you about my day 2, which was very, very interesting. But these things are not so comfortable, easy to share because they're very personal. So I'll try to share the light stuff. As I said yesterday, I'm sharing the light stuff so that you can actually come up with your own things. I'll just probably highlight a bit on a little bit more serious stuff. For one, it is an addition of what I was doing on day 1, which was self-reflection. This time you're reflecting, but also you are going in with reasoning or with identifying where it fell, like where it went wrong. So I think day 2, the topic for day 2 is identifying the shadows. Identifying shadows for me means, I'm just gonna say what the topic means for me. It means go into that life that you were a child at, go into your past, go into wherever something happened to you and actually identify or state, this is what happened and this is why I felt it hurt me, or this is why I felt this is why I feel like this is still in my head, And also after doing those things, after identifying why this is still in your head, why you were hurt by this, why this is traumatic for you, you go in and just say, it's traumatic, it's painful, it hurts, because how does a person do this to me and not expect me to be hurt by it? It hurt me because I didn't feel comfortable when they were doing that to me, or when they did that in my presence, You say exactly your emotions. You say exactly how you were feeling. I think feelings are more important because if you feel something, then you recognize if that feeling is right or that feeling is wrong. And then you say, it is based on 1, 2, 3, like you say, I'm feeling like this right now because it's uncomfortable, feeling like this because why would a person leave me? Then it makes you feel less than, then you say a lot of feeling, and then you actually come up to a point where you say, why is this feeling necessary for me to feel? Why should I feel like this? And then you just start again, go back to self-love, you go back to, I love myself so much and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing this to someone else. I don't think someone is supposed to be able to do something like that to me and actually live or continue with their lives like nothing happened. I said yesterday, I'm big on apology. If people didn't apologize, it stuck. Yes. So I think I went back to saying, how was your childhood? It was actually different from other kids because they had 1, 2, 3, they lived like this, they lived like that. Mine was like this because my parents 1, 2, 3, but you go into a situation where you can say, this one time I was opening the fridge and I spilled milk. After spilling that milk, 1, 2, 3 happened. And then this led to this, literally go into a situation or a time. For instance, okay, let me just put this one out there. I don't think it's that heavy, but it is heavy because it is affecting me. But I feel like it's more comfortable for me to share. I think I had this one uncle visit my house in the past, and I was still a child then. And that uncle was a very opinionated uncle. I don't even know if he's gonna recognize if he ever watches this video that I'm talking about him, because probably to him it was just shut up, but to me it was actually deeper than just a shut up. So this uncle of mine, I really liked him. I didn't have a problem with him. I liked him because I saw him probably like once every 5 years or something. It wasn't really deep that I have to see him every time. So when he was at my house, we had like, when I was comfortable by my family, like I was able to say stuff. I was the one child, the one girl. I was the only, So I think I was able to talk too much because I was a girl, and I like TV. I liked listening into adults talking, and I sometimes had to have an opinion because it was just comfortable, but it got to a point where that uncle didn't like me having an opinion. He didn't like me saying anything, because I said a lot. Maybe a lot to I don't feel like he right now because I'm disrespecting him in his absence. But I'm just sharing this because I feel like it's the lightest one out of some of the things that I said yesterday to myself and journaling and stuff. So we were having the discussion and questions were being asked, and sometimes you in a family you just have like those moments where you're mocking each other, but not mocking each other necessarily, but rather like it's a certain type of interrogation or and like, what can I say? I think we were just like going in on him for him to actually tell us exactly what he was doing or exactly what he's up to or whatever. So I am also in it, like it's a joke, it's funny, it's nice, people are talking, everyone is interacting, and it's like, okay. So I am a child and he's older, and he's just saw that I am a proper target to just tell to shut up. I was the one child. Yes, why am I talking to adults like ngilingana nabo? Okay, but in that case, in that scenario, I felt like, why would you say shut up to me? I felt like he was very aggressive in the way that he said it. I felt that he was very insensitive, not understanding that I don't feel comfortable with someone being so like direct in, like, I don't know. I don't think he was reprimanding me. I think he was just like scolding me. I don't know. English sometimes is just like running away, but he said it so harshly that it stuck with me. And I remember him changing his face and literally telling me to shut up, and I was just like, mara siyakhuluma, I still feel like, why didn't someone say, hayi bo ngikhuluma kanjani nomntwana, or hayi bo ungakhulumi kanjani lo mntwana vele siyakubuza, or something, or ungakhulumi kanjani nomntwana ukhuluma iqiniso lo mntwana. Or I just feel like no one defended me. I don't know if it's because he was visiting and he had to be accommodated as a visitor, or vele I was talking to him. I don't know, but I feel like that made me a person or shy to voice out. It made me a person that got scared to say some things because I felt like if I say something like this, it might not be appropriate at the time, or it might not be okay to say to someone, But now the thing here is, since I was made to shut up then, or told to shut up then, I feel like it made me some sort of an introverted person. Like I would be very withdrawn from topics or from conversations because I feel like I might not say the right things, or it made me withdraw from situations because I'm scared. I'm scared to say something that might offend someone and that someone might not like it and react, Yeah. But sometimes it gets to a point where being an introvert just flies out the window. I will get aggressive about whatever that is uncomfortable for me, and I will shout. Like I'd feel like I'm being pressed in a corner like this. Like after that pressing in that corner, I'm just gonna get up and it all bursts. Like, yo, it just becomes so messy because I am overexpressing how I feel. I am disregarding every other person's emotions. I am losing I'm losing it. Like in that case where I am saying things, I am telling you to just go die. I'm telling you that I will never like lower myself for nonsense. I am just like, it feels like I'm still replying to him, but I'm talking to someone that is on a different situation, on a different level, and I'm just forgetting all my morals. I'm forgetting all my respect and my, image. I'm just losing it to a point where I know for a fact after this whole thing, I'm going to regret it, but I'm making sure that I'm hurting you because you did this to me. You did this to me. Like you were strangling me, like choking me, making sure that I can't even breathe. Like that's how I feel sometimes when I can't voice out. When I eventually do voice out, I blow up. Not blow up in a sense that is good, but blow up in a sense where it's just chaotic. It's tsunami. Like there's things flying all over the place. There's things that get inappropriate, and yeah. So for like, this is what I'm trying to explain, that this shadow work made me go into a situation somewhere, somehow, and I had to say, this is what happened, and this is what is happening now as an adult, and this is how it feels, in general, how it felt then, how it feels now, and how it is affecting me, and how I'm trying to get out of it, and try and reason with myself in a sense that everyone is different. People then couldn't defend me because I was a child and he was a visitor, and they had to balance it. Maybe I did irritate my family then, but they couldn't really tell me harshly like that, so I didn't listen. But he eventually told me like that, and I listened, and listening to that I think harmed my speech, harmed me verbally, because now I can't voice out enough until things get chaotic, and then that's where I'm aggressively saying things and not minding my words correctly, or not thinking through what I'm about to say. I'm just pouring it out, like I'm overly saying things that I shouldn't even be saying, and I will never regard you any way that is good while I'm still saying those things. So yeah, that is one thing that I'm going to share for day 2, and there's a lot of other things that I'm sure people would feel change their lives or change to whoever they are. I was even scared to man, I can't say a lot. I'm just really personal with my things right now, because some things are not really necessary for me to share until maybe I'm given a different platform, or I'm in a different situation and I feel like I can share the deeper things. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, things happen in different ways because we are different people. In your situation, something else happened, something more serious happened than what I just said. But there are also serious things that happened to me, and that's why I hate being cornered. I hate being interrogated. I hate, like, there's a lot. I hate being neglected. I hate being ignored. I hate yeah, what else did I write? It's part of those things that I was feeling. Yeah, I hate being promised things and people not keeping those promises. I think I heard Linda Mtoba saying the one person that hurt her was her dad. You know, it's like I can't be oversharing these things now because it's just like a normal like podcast thing that I'm just sharing shadow work. But some things we have to do the self introspections and do the shadow identifying for ourselves, for us to understand or maybe relate what I just said to you, a situation in your life that you feel was not nice, and then how it is affecting you now in the future. So yeah, it's a lot of things that happened to me. There's a lot of things that happened to me, and yeah, I made excuses by covering those things, saying my parents had a lot going on, but it's not my fault, you know. I had to be treated with kindness and respect and love as a child so that I can be able to reciprocate that to them and reciprocate that or have those characteristics as an adult. But it sometimes flies out the window. Especially now, since I don't have anyone telling me this is right, this is wrong. I decide for myself. So if I decide for myself, sometimes I lose it. So I still have to, I think these things, I'm never going to stop doing shadow. I think I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, because even in the dream that I had, someone told me something that was really offending or hurtful in that dream. And I was like, how do you know this? And they told me, and they fact checked, and they showed me like proof and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. But in the dream, I asked myself, how do you choose to react to this? And then that's where it gets to me that it is just up to me, entirely up to me, how I choose to react to something that is uncomfortable. I think my sister is one person that is always telling me that you must know how to control your anger, you know, because she understands, she knows I was really an evil child growing up. I used to hit her and I used to mistreat her because of my own things, you know, when I was angry, or I was a selfish child also. Yeah, but it wasn't a nice selfish, like I was aggressively selfish. Yeah, so I think some of the things are you control yourself. You control what you think. You control how you express yourself. You control the situation for yourself. Because once someone has told you something that is uncomfortable or sad or heartbreaking or hurtful or whatever, your reaction is up to you. So yeah, my reactions are up to me. And as I've been doing this shadow work, I realized that I don't have to react how I did then, because that was that person. That is how he chose to treat me. But it is up to me now to say, you didn't deserve that. You deserved this, but you didn't get that. That means you move on to another situation where you say, in this situation, it is different. No one is going to tell me to shut up. No one is going to look at me with those eyes of, I'll beat you up right now if you continue, you know. Yeah, I think I said enough for day 2. I'll come back with day 3 maybe later today or tomorrow. I choose to do things how I want to do them, and I do them well with respect and kindness and being thoughtful, you know. Yeah, so please remember to be kind today. I'm going to work. I'm excited. Yes, I hope you have a good day. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Thank you for watching.